Hari Om. Vishnu Sahasranamam, the 1000 names of Lord Vishnu. Vishnu Sahasranamam is considered to be the most powerful and popular Sahasranamam among Hindus. It is very important to know the meaning of any mantra we chant to gain the maximum benefit. In this introduction, I will be speaking about 1. The history, 2. The 6 questions raised between King Yudhishthira and Bhishma Pitamaha, 3. The installation of Lord in us before we chant the 1000 names of the Lord, and 4. The meaning of the meditation stanza, Shantakaram Bhujagashayana. The infinite is one and only one. Its manifestation is the world of plurality, with endless varieties of names and forms. Just as all forms that are made from gold are gold, similarly, all forms can only be His own manifestations. Every devotee has different forms to contemplate to the Lord of their heart. Hence, we have different Sahasranamams available to us, which are Shiva Sahasranamam, Lalita Sahasranamam, Sri Rama Sahasranamam. But of all, Vishnu Sahasranamam is the most popular among Hindus. The Vishnu Sahasranamam was composed by Sri Veda Vyasa, the author of the Puranas. This is found in the classic Mahabharata. It is interesting to note that Bhishma Pitamaha advised Yudhishthira that the Supreme cannot be identified by term or language, as he is beyond the known and unknown. He has many manifestations and therefore can have infinite names in terms of his manifestation. Now, in one of the minor Upanishad, Kali Santarana Upanishad, Narada approaches Brahmaji and inquires, "What is the way out for man to evolve in Kali Yuga?" For which the reply was to simply chant the name of Narayana repeatedly. There are 1031 single names of the Lord, in which 1000 name chant and extra 31 denotes the Visheshanas. As we study the significance of these divine names, Vyasa has employed masculine, feminine, and neutral gender. Masculine gender denotes Vishnu. Feminine denotes his might, the power, the glory that manifests everywhere. Neutral gender denotes pure Brahman, the infinite reality. 1000 names should be ideally chanted daily, but if not possible, at least on birthdays, on eclipse days, on the days the sun moves from one zodiac to another, also known as Sankranti Day. It is prescribed in Shastras that chanting will ward off any planet troubles, anger of the rulers, ruthless enemies, and incurable diseases.
Question 1. Kim ekam daivatam loke? Who is the greatest Lord in the world? For Yudhishthira's question, Bhishma Pitama says, Pavitranam pavitram yo, mangalanam cha mangalam, devatam devatanam cha, bhudanam yo vyayapidha. He who is the very sanctity, which sanctifies all sacred things. He who is the most auspicious. He who is the God of gods. He who is the eternal Father of all creatures is the one God Vishnu. Second question. Kim Vapyegam Parayanam? Who is the one refugee for all? For which Bhishma Pitama says, Paramamyo Mahatteja, Paramamyo Mahattabha, Paramamyo Mahatbrahma, Paramamya Parayanam. He who is the great effulgence, he who is the great controller, he who is the supreme all-pervading truth, he who is the highest goal, Param Ayanam, the Lord Vishnu. Yudhishthira's third question. Stuvandam kam prapnuya manava shubham. By glorifying whom can man reach the auspiciousness, peace and prosperity? Bhishma Pitama says, Jagat Prabhum Deva Deva Manandam Purushottamam Stuvan Nama Sahasrena Purusha Satotitaha. The Supreme Purusha, who is ever up and doing for the welfare for all, the Lord of the world, the endless Sri Mahavishnu. Yudhishthira's fourth question: Kam Archanda Prapnuya Manava Shubham. By worshipping whom can man reach the auspiciousness, peace and prosperity? Bhishma Pitama says, Tvamevacha archayam nityam bhaktya purusham avyayam stuvannama sahasrena purusha satotitaha. By meditating upon, by worshipping and by prostrating at the same Purusha, man can reach the true auspiciousness. Yudhishthira's fifth question: Ko dharmas sarva dharmanam bhavada paramo mataha. What is, in thy opinion, the greatest dharma? And his sixth question is: Kim japan muchyate jantu janma samsara bandhanat. By doing japa of what can creature jantu go beyond the bonds of samsara? So both the question Bhishma Pita answers as Anadi Nidanam Vishnu Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Lokadhyaksham Stuvan Nityam Sarva Dukkhadiko Bhavet. The greatest dharma is the one Vishnu who has neither a beginning Adi nor an end Nidanam, the supreme Lord of the world. All creatures can go beyond the bonds of samsara, and he goes beyond all sorrows who daily chants the Sahasranamam and within glorifies the knower of the world, Logadhyaksha. The Supreme is described as that from which the whole world of names and forms had risen in the beginning, that in which the world continues to exist, that into which the world can merge back during the dissolution Pralaya. This Supreme is Vishnu.
All rituals start in Hinduism with a beautiful function: the installation of Lord in devotee's own physical form, which is called Anganyasa, and Karanyasa, the installation of limbs and installation of the palms. This is to realize Aham Brahmasmi, no differentiation between himself and the Lord. The body is rendered as a temple of the Lord, where various limbs become his altar, upon which devotee invokes and installs various deities. The idea is to establish corrected mode for devoted contemplation.
Asya Vishnu Sahasranama Stotrasya Vedavyasa Rishihi. For this sacred chant, the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu, Sri Vedavyasa is the Rishi. When a master mind through meditation transcends the lower level of his personality and soars into the higher mental altitude through his contemplation, there he receives certain revelations which are faithfully repeated by him to the world. Such heard statements, Shrudam, alone have the power to stand against the onslaught of the intellect, the ravages of time, the forces of criticism, etc. Such rishis themselves admit that they did not manufacture, compose or create the mantra, but they had a revelation or vision darshanam of the mantra. The rishi of a mantra is installed at the roof of the head, and the seeker in his seat of Vishnu Sahasranamam chanting first of all chants this mantra in his mind, and with his right hand thumb, middle finger and right finger touches the top of his head. Anushtup Chandaha. The meter in which the revealed mantra comes to the teacher is also mentioned because it orders the discipline that should be followed while chanting the mantra. Anushtup is the name of the particular meter in which this 1,000-name chant of Vishnu is sung. The finger that were touching the roof of the head now come down to touch significantly the lips when the mantra Anushtup Chandaha is repeated in the mind by the seeker. Sri Vishwarupo Mahavishnur Devata. Lord Vishnu of the form of the entire universe, Vishwarupa, is the deity of the mantra. Vishnu is the theme of the chant. So while chanting mentally the mantra Sri Vishwarupo Mahavishnur Devata, the students, with all sincerity and devotion, installs the Lord in his heart, bringing the finger from the lips down to touch the center of his bosom. Devaki Nandana Srishtedi Shaktihi. Every deity is a manifestation of the mighty omnipotency of the Supreme, the creator and the sustainer, Srashta of Dharma. The son of Devaki, Devaki Nandana, is the manifested power of the Almighty. The creative power of righteousness and peace is installed at the navel, Nabi point, and therefore the fingers comes down from the heart region to the navel. Shangabrit Nandagi Chakri iti Kilakam. This mantra conceives the power as the Lord who bears the conch, the sword named Nandaka, and the discus. The conch Shankha represents the call of the reality, the Lord's own declaration stated in the scriptures. Nandaka, the sword that punishes to bring joy, Nandana, into the community, and the destruction without which the evolution is impossible, is represented by the concept of the discus chakra. Here it is also to be noted that blowing of the conch represents speech, wielding the sword represents action, and the discus that takes off from him at his will represents his thoughts. To conceive fully this form is to hold firmly the Lord's own feet, and therefore, when this mantra is mentally chanted, the fingers move away from the navel, and with both hands the seeker touches his own feet. Here it is to be carefully noted how the Guru is kept at the roof of the head, the Veda in the mouth, the Lord in the heart, the power in the navel, and thereby the seeker himself becomes so sacred that he prostrates unto himself by holding his own feet. Can there be a better method of preparing the devotee to realize ultimately his identity with the Lord? Sargadhanva Gadadhara Idi Astram. Whenever there is a large wealth in a box, it becomes a treasure and it is locked and safely protected. When this divine installation has taken place, the body has become the temple of the Almighty, and therefore it has become a sacred treasure house to be protected. But the seeker in himself has no power to protect, so he invokes the very weapon Astra of Vishnu, the protector of the world. Sarga is the name of the bow, Dhanush of Vishnu, and the mace, Gada, is another of his weapon. These two form the artillery of defense, which are manned by the Lord himself. At this moment, when this mantra is mentally chanted, it is significant that the student lifts the palm away from the feet and with stretched out index and middle finger of the right palm snaps them on the open left palm. Hridanga Panir Akshobhya Idi Netram. Of the sense organs, eyes are the most powerful, and once they are well guided, all others also follow their heels. When Lord Vishnu, the charioteer himself, is installed in the eyes, the individual is safe in his spiritual pilgrimage. So when chanting this, both the eyes are touched by the tip of the fingers. Trisama Samaga Samedi Kavacham. He who is the very theme that is glorified by the Sama songs, he whose glory itself is manifested, Samaveda. The great Lord is installed as an armor to wear for self-protection. While chanting this in the mind, the seeker first touches with the tip of his finger of each arm the same shoulders, and afterward crosses the arm in front of him, making fingers of each palm touch the other shoulder as if he is actually wrapping himself and wearing the divine armor. Anandam Brahmedi Yonihi. The Supreme Brahma, the infinite bliss, is the very womb, Yonihi, from which the universe has emerged out. When this is chanted, the seeker installs the bliss infinite at the very place of the procreation in himself. Vishwarupa Idi Dhyanam. He who has manifested to be the total world of experience must therefore to be Vishwarupaha. The cosmic form of the Lord Vishwarupa is the total universe. Thus, to meditate dhyanam upon him as the whole universe is a method of installing him in our intellect. At this moment, the student locks his finger and sits in meditation. Ridham Sudarshana Kala iti Dikbandaha. Ridham, truth. The Lord and his weapon, the discus called Sudarshana, and his annihilating power, time, Kala. These three are the mighty forces that guard this sacred temple of life in the seeker at the outer frontiers of his world of influence, Dikbandaha. To be truthful and ever to seek the great reality, rhythm, to discriminate and see the play of the Lord in all situations, Sudarshanam, and to control the very instrument of time, Kala, which is the intellect in the seeker, is to guard the frontiers of one's spiritual world against the hordes of inimical forces. At this moment, the student snaps his middle finger with the help of his thumb and runs his palm around his head. After all, the universe dwells in our own concept. Shri Mahavishnu Pretyarte Jape Viniyogaha. Having thus installed through Sankalpa the Lord in himself, and having surrendered himself, and thus having come under the protective wings of the mighty Lord, here is a declaration how he is going to employ himself in it. He is going to engage himself, Viniyoga, in japa of the 1,000 names of the Lord. Now the question is, with what motive should he undertake this chanting? The answer is the very statement that is only for the grace Prityarthe of Sri Mahavishnu. After chanting this dedication in the mind, the sadhaka takes a spoon of water, tirtham, in his right palm and pours it on the floor in front of him. These 12 slogans are chanted for invoking and installing these refreshing and spiritually benign ideas on the limbs of the devotee himself. This beautiful subjective ritual is known as installation in the limbs, Anganyasa. Not only the student temporarily discovers a new surge of inspiration, but even beginners feel highly relieved, at least temporarily, from the loads of his sense of sin. Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasadrasham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Bhirdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokaikanadam. This is the meditation upon the form of the Lord, visualizing him thus in his all-comprehensive nature and meditating upon him. The seeker starts the Vishnu Sahasranama chanting. It means we meditate upon the master of the universe, Lord Vishnu, who is ever peaceful, who lies on the serpent bed, from whose navel springs the lotus of the creative power, who is controller of the gods, whose form is the entire universe, who is all-pervading as the sky, of the hue of the cloud, of fascinating beauty, the Lord of Lakshmi, the lotus-eyed, he who dwells in the heart of the yogis and who can be approached and perceived through meditation, he who is the destroyer of the fear of samsara.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you like it. Please like, comment and subscribe, and do wait for our next video. Thank you for watching. Hari Om.